After the amazing support that you guys showed me on my first video, Can I Beat Pokemon Sword with Only One Magikarp, I just knew I had to do another one. So here we go, here's part 2, Can I Beat Pokemon Sword with Only a Feebas. I know every YouTuber says it now, but a lot of you guys did not subscribe once you saw the last video, so please if you could consider subscribing, it would mean the world to me. This challenge took months to do and days to edit, so please hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, it would mean the world to me. Thank you, and enjoy the video. Here are some basic rules for the run. Number 1, I can only use Feebas in battles. Number 2, no using items in battles, but held items are a must, and are going to be used throughout the run. And number 3, no using glitches or any other sorts. Also, Pokemon Home is used because how can I get a Feebas in the first place without Pokemon Home? You guys might be wondering, what are the skipping frames in the background? Well, that was my 3-hour grinding session from level 1 to level 15, because at level 15, Feebas learns Tackle, and without Tackle, we can't win the first hop fight. So, you catch Pokemon, and there you go. That's basically what you do. For you guys that are wondering, Feebas' EVs were a bit of a mess. I had maximum special attack, 250 in speed, and the rest was in HP. I did not maximum speed, and you're gonna see later what happens. Here's the plan. Wild Area, Waterfall, Scald, Ice Beam, Dragon Pulse. Later I'm getting Surf because I'm just being stupid. So, let's forget about Waterfall. After that came the Hop Fight. The Hop Fight I actually did offline because I wanted to do this challenge offline, but I ended up doing the entirety of it on stream, so here you go. The first Hop Fight of the entire journey. After I get all my moves, I'm going to go and beat Hop. I say beat because he was easy. Next fight. After that, there's Speed. I forgot to heal, so it took me 2 tries, but you're only gonna see 1 try, so anyways, we gotta talk about the most important fight of these 3, which will be Milo. Just like in the Magikarp run, Milo is really difficult because his 2 mons are super bulky on the special defense side, which is, oh my god, so annoying when the only moves that you can use are special attacks. But fortunately for us, this time, we at least have Ice Beam. Ice Beam, even if it's a special attack move, is an Ice-type move, which is super effective on Grass-type Pokemons. Unfortunately, we do not have the same type attack boost, and we do not have any items to help us for this fight. But anyways, I've talked long enough. Here's the fight you guys are wanting to see.
Disclaimer. The rest of this video has been recorded and filmed in full screen. If you suffer from any sort of seizure or epileptic problems, please close the video now, because some parts will get sped up to pretty crazy speeds. Watch at your own risks.
The one thing that I have to say that is really annoying about Nessa is her Dreadnought has bites. For Feebas, that means death. His defense, really bad compared to special defense. So yeah, Bite, or Max Darkness because it's also Dynamax, is going to destroy us almost every single time. Unless we can one-hit all of the other mons, but that means that we have to level up, which is what I had to do. Anyways, here's the Nessa fight. After that comes the bead fight, which his Colossus is a lot of problem for us. You see, here's Psyshock. Psyshock is a special attacking moves. But you thought it would have used my special defense for damage. No, it uses your defense, so it uses their special attack and my defense. So yeah, I'm almost getting one shot every time. So for that also, I had to level up because, yeah, Psychic types with Psyshocks can be pretty scary sometimes. Oh my god. So, for you guys that remember how the first Marnie fight went with Magikarp, let's just say the same happened with Feebas. Yup, extremely long fight that I had to grind, but not for the same reason. It wasn't to get the tackle flail strategy that I wanted to do with Magikarp. No, this time was for one other move, Revenge. After getting damage, Revenge doubles its power. Yeah, and it's a physical move, so I am going to be destroyed a lot. So what I had to do was either one-shot it, freeze it with Ice Beam. Oh yeah, I also cannot burn it because, yeah, you guys remember Dry Skin, yeah? No water moves for that mon again. Yay! After that is Kabu. Do I still have to talk about him? He's fire type. He's easy. We've now arrived at Stone's side, and now we have to face Hop. Hop's team consists of Cramorant, his starter Pokemon, which is Thwackey this time, a Silicobra, and a Toxel. His Cramorant is by far the most annoying Pokemon. Why is that? It's water type, and it's very bulky, and it nosedive. So this is why earlier I said let's forget about Waterfall. We use Surf, because Surf has a hidden property. It does twice the amount of damage to any Pokemon that uses Dive. So we had to change our strategy to do the maximum amount of damage. Also, Cramorant's ability, Goat Missile, is really powerful. It has a chance to have a Pikachu, which can paralyze us. We do not want that. We want the Arrokuda, but that also lowers our defense, so we gotta be pretty careful So I had to level up. So I was able to survive at least one dive and at least one gold missile. Alright, time for the Bia fight. Here's how it went. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention this run is rough. Yeah, I know. In Magikarp run, I had to be higher level. I was basically trying on my first attempt to just like, you know what, let's YOLO level 40. And well, you saw what happened. Anyways, here's the grinding montage, and here's the real winning fight. after the Bia fight, I kind of forgot to record the bead fight. Well, it was pretty easy. Let me explain it to you. Surf, 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 surf. Kill all his team. There you go. Next fight. Now we got Opal. Opal was surprisingly easy compared to Magikarp. Anyways, here's the fight. Now comes the most annoying Hop fight there is, if you're not prepared for it. So here's Hop's team. Trevenant, Snorlax, his starter, which is now a Rillaboom, a Bolton, and a Heatmore. He starts with the Trevenant, which has Horn Leech, which is, again, a physical move, and you saw our defense earlier. It is horrible. But it also has Confuse Ray, and Confuse Ray is what's the most annoying, because you can miss your moves, and with that, he can just hit you with whatever move he wants, because he always sends his Trevenant, and then his Rillaboom, because, you know, type effectiveness and everything. So yeah, this fight is really annoying, but I was prepared since the Magikarp fight, so I was already leveled up. Anyways, yeah, this fight was really annoying, and for now, since there's basically not going to be any transition afterwards, I'm going to talk about Gordy. Gordy is the Rock-type gym leader, and his final Pokemon is a Colossal, which is Fire and Rock, which is pretty easy. Anyways, that's like one of the hardest fights, followed by like the easiest fight of the entire run. Literally, no need to heal up. I know we're at the middle of the video, but as you can see, there was a Steve right here. Can you guys type in the comments how many Steves I put throughout the video? That's just because, well, I've run out of things to say for this section, and I really enjoy the song, so, you know, just leave a comment down below, tell me how you enjoyed the video, and I just want to see how many people actually listen to this. That'd be interesting to see. You guys knew this fight would come, didn't you? The Hop fight after Gordy. Yeah, it's basically Hop, Gordy, and Hop. But yeah, let's talk about this fight. Even if he doesn't have his Trevenant anymore, he still has his Snorlax, and Snorlax is a real big pain. Anyways, I had to grind, and this fight took me about, let's say 30 minutes to beat, if I remember correctly. Anyways, you can see the grind right now. But yeah, so, the first Mon is his double, which is no big deal. It is a range, though, to beat him. After that comes his Rillaboom, which that is another problem, because we do not one-hit it with Ice Beam. And after that comes a Pincurchin. Yeah, that little electric thing. Yeah, anyways, let's move to the next Mon, which is Snorlax. Yes, the Snorlax is, because of his special defense, really the most annoying Pokemon there is, so I just basically gotta pray. And after that, he has his Corviknight, which isn't that big of a deal. Anyways, let's roll the fight. Did I say 30 minutes? I meant an hour and a half. I'm sorry, guys. But yeah, it's just to show that even if I'm level 77, I'm still having trouble with, like, level 40 Pokemons. Yeah, that's how bad Feebas is. Anyways, here's the real fight after I'm about level 80. The Marnie fight before Pierce was surprisingly not that difficult this time. It took me like 2 or 3 tries. The only thing that's a bit annoying is the Krogunk is now a Toxicroak. But other than that, it's not that big of a deal, to be completely honest. We have Ice Beam and Dragon Pulse to compensate for our lack of damage, so we're pretty good. We're also about to be level 90 for the Pierce fight, so yeah, roll the Marnie fight. With Magikarp, Pierce was really easy, took me about 2 tries. With Feebas on the other hand, oh my god, was that difficult. It took me the majority of that stream, let's say about an hour and 45 minutes, 2 hours. Yeah, that was really long. The problem lies into basically his entire team. His Scrafty is really strong, his Malamar is a range, his Obstagoon does amazing damage, and his Skuntank is really bulky, so yeah, just the best for us. We're approaching the end of the run. Only one gym leader, and then the league. Now comes Rayhan. With Surf, Rayhan was really easy. It was just a matter of when do I Dynamax, in what order I use my move, and everything. Oh yeah, also, I kinda picked up the choice specs in Pierce Gym. You know, it'll be useful later on. Ladies and gentlemen, we're here, the Pokemon League. We have a few select battles that we have remaining. We have Marnie, we have Hop, we have Elena, we have Bede. After that we have the rematch against Nessa, Bia, Rayhan, we have Chairman Rose, we have Eternatus, and last but not least, we have the champion battle, Leon. Before we advance any forward, here's our stats. Our only really good stats, I guess, would be our speed of 225 and maybe our HP, but other than that, they're either average or really terrible. Anyways, item-wise, we have three choices. We have the Eviolite, which is going to be our main defensive tool if we want to survive. We have the choice specs if we can use just a singular move throughout the entirety, but we can always Dynamax to suppress the effect of choosing only one move, or we have the Wave Incense if, you know, just in case we want that little extra boost when we're in Dynamax form. So yeah, let's talk about the Marnie fight. I don't have a lot to say about the Marnie fight. I legit completely forgot to put an item, but I guess a Wave Incense would have been okay. Yeah, here's the Marnie fight. Ladies and gentlemen, we did it. The last Hop fight. Finally, our pain of seeing Hop again and again and again has now stopped. But his team is, to be completely honest, pretty easy. With the choice specs, his team is kind of a joke, to be honest. You just have to get luck on his Rillaboom if you chose Gorbunny at the start, but after that, it's basically GG. After that, we're being interrupted by all that Elena crap. I actually remember that Elena was a thing with her Gigantamax Carpador. Leave a comment down below if you remembered. So yeah, the Elena fight. I don't have a lot to talk about because it's just a matter of beating them on super easily, because they're all either super weak and non-defensive, or you have a super effective move. So yeah, that was a super easy fight. Time for Bead. Again, I don't have a lot to talk about. Choice specs, use your water moves to get the rain up, and then for his Gigantamax, just use Surf. That's basically the gist of it right now. We're almost there. The last Nessa fight. This fight actually took a long time because a lot of her mons hit on the physical side, and we're not ready for that, and we cannot one-shot all of them. The biggest pain being her Golisopod. Her Golisopod with First Impression and Emergency Exit is really, really strong. So I had to find a way to minimize the damage taken, as well as maximizing the damage that I do to the other Pokemons. On to Bia. Bia was probably one of the easiest fight there was. No sweat, no nothing. All of her mons are powerful on the physical side, but they're not necessarily the fastest. Especially with my speed stats and everything, I outspeed them all. And with my powerful moves, it is basically a one-hit KO for all of them. No sweat. The only mon that I have trouble with would be the Machamp. It would all depend on which move it used, but if it uses this Gigantamax fighting move, it's not going to do a lot of damage because Gigantamax fighting moves don't have a lot of power. So yeah, that fight probably the easiest in all of the league. Last gym leader rematch, Rayhan. Rayhan is really difficult on this one because his team has some different synergy than with the double battles. You see, he starts off with a Torkoal, which sets up the sun, which hurts all of my water-based moves, so I gotta get rid of that as soon as possible. But also, his Turtonator later on also has Sunny Day, which will weaken my moves. But what is good is that I only need to use my water moves on the Torkoal because I got Ice Beam or Dragon Pulse. So anyways, this fight was not the hardest, but it's still a harder fight in general. We're here, the last 3 fights, and this one is a hard one. Let me explain the strategy. So for Chairman Rose, his team consists of Escavalier, Ferrothorn, Klinklang, Berserker, as well as his Copperajah. The 2 problem mons are actually his 2 first, so his Escavalier and his Ferrothorn. Here's why. The Escavalier one-shots us, so that's just great. The next one lies into his Ferrothorn with Power Whip. Power Whip is super dangerous because it's a grass type move and does a lot of damage. And his last mon, his Copperajah, actually survives at least one of our moves. So here's the strategy. I have to hope for a 15% miss on Mega Horn. After that, I have 2 options. I have to hope for a miss on Power Whip. After that, if he doesn't miss, I can still at least tank 1. After that, Klinklang and Berserker are free. If I have the miss on Power Whip, I can do Skull, so at least Copperajah's moves will not one-shot me, and I can hope that I have enough damage with my Wave Incense to defeat it. If I did not get the miss, then at this point, I have to use Ice Beam and pray for a freeze, which is only 10%. But wait, I also have to hope that he stays frozen for enough turns so I can defeat him. Yeah, that's how difficult and RNG dependent this fight is. Also, there's one more strategy. His Escavalier also has Sword Sense, which doesn't do any damage. But you know, he's always gonna go for the kill. That's how the AI works for Pokemon. Anyways, here's how I won. Oh my god! Oh my god! We're at 55 minutes of recording right now. I'm alone in a VC. Oh my god! Oh, that was hell! There's no way I got a 2-turn freeze! Oh my god, 4 HP! Oh my god! Well, March 16th, on stream tonight, we are most likely finishing this. This is the run. We've made it to Eternatus. Our item, Choice Specs. Strategy, Ice Beam until it dies. Same for Eternamax Eternatus. You just gotta have a little bit of RNG to not get killed. We've made it to Leon, the champion, the final battle, our final obstacle to beating this run. Now, compared to Magikarp, I was more prepared, but almost every fight was just a scouting fight. I tried everything. I tried Choice Specs, Wave Incense, I even tried Eviolite, and I even tried the leftovers. But I still had one more strategy. Pitaya Berry OP. We did it, guys. We beat the game with only a Feebas. We are the first recorded person to have done this. I want to thank everyone that came into the streams. I want to thank everyone that subbed, gave bits, just showed up. Everyone, thank you so much for everything. It means the world to me. Thank you for watching the video. It means a lot. Please, again, if you could subscribe, give a like, share the video, look at me on Twitch. It would mean a lot to me. Thank you very much, everyone. And yeah, we did it. We beat the game with Magikarp, and now we can add Feebas. Thank you for watching, and have an amazing day.